guys, it's me, Danielle, Danny Buttons, and I'm going to try to squeeze one more tiny video in before I go on my honeymoon tomorrow. So I figured I would kind of chat and color a little bit, but mostly talk about my plans for coloring for the rest of this year, for next year, etc. Yeah, so here we go. I'm going to be in this dirty, oh my, book. These are French coloring books from either Hatchet Heroes or Hachette Heroes. I don't know if I'm being over French, but I bought my copies at Amazon UK because I'm in the United States. I think they also have them on Amazon France, but you have to translate those pages if you're an English speaker. I love these books so much. They're mystery colors. They're color by numbers. I actually haven't done anything in this one yet. But I figure if this is your first video of mine, I'll show you what these books are about, and then I'll get to coloring and talking. So, there are, to my knowledge, let's see, 2, 4, 6. I think right now there are 7 books of this brand that are Disney related. Actually, I know there's at least one more because there's a Star Wars one, and technically that's Disney now. But there are 4 different just main volumes of all the characters. There's a Pixar specific one. There is one that is called Nope, I'm going to butcher this. Leole. I don't know how to say that at all, but it's supposedly optical illusions. And there's this guy. This guy is Mickey, Donald, and Co. So it's basically all about Mickey Mouse and his friends, and specifically his movies throughout the years. Also, I feel like I'm talking really fast for no reason. I'm going to try to calm it down a second. Whew, let's all breathe together. So basically how this book works is, this is your page. Oh, that's a bad example because there's no colors on there. This is your page, and you see all the colors at the bottom. So there's a character in there somewhere. Let me try to guess who's in here, if I can see. I think it's Clarabelle the cow. You can kind of see it, but it's considered a mystery because you're not really supposed to see it. So they have all the answers in the back, and that's how they'll turn out. Right now, I'm actually going to bring this with me on vacation and do the Mickey's Christmas Carol pages. So I feel, again, I'm super disjointed. Breathe, calm down. All right, so I'll just flip through the back. This goes in through Mickey Mouse in chronological order. So there's some of his first things, and slowly it gets later and later. And I very specifically wanted this one for Mickey's Christmas Carol. That is my favorite Christmas thing. I love it so much. It is a short film. It's about half an hour long. And there's actually tons of pages in here. So these are all Mickey's Christmas Carol. These 8, these 4, that makes 12, 13, 14 pages of just Mickey's Christmas Carol. I love it so much. So my plan is to bring this book with me to Disney in case I have any downtime, but I'm only going to bring a black pen to do the outlines because I don't really want to worry about bringing my supplies with me. So I've started an outline of this guy. So let's keep coloring and I'll chat as I go. So I have been doing terrible at coloring these past 2 months. Obviously, I feel like you understand. I've been very busy, but it's still sad because obviously I love coloring, or I wouldn't have a coloring channel at the moment. So I'm hoping my goal for the rest of the month is to do a bunch of these pages and hopefully to get some other stuff done when I get back. I'm a few pages behind on my Hannah Lane coloring with my friend Joanna. I've mentioned this before, but we always pick pages to do together, but we do it at our own pace. So basically, like, I'll pick the reindeer girl, and she'll pick the drummer girl, and then when we finish, I'll pick the next one, so on and so on. So right now, she's 2 ahead of me, so maybe even 3 at this point, but we've only picked 3, so there's still time to catch up, but I'm hoping to finish those. I love Hannah Lynn, all Hannah Lynn. She's my favorite coloring book artist. I also just bought a whole bunch of cheaper books, and by cheaper, I just mean Create Space paper. There's nothing wrong with them, obviously. So I would like to work on those if possible. And I also would love to do the Santa from Sagor Ox Sagner. I've only done 2 pages in there, and I need to do all the pages. I love it. I didn't realize how many Christmassy ones were in there, because that book has so many pages that I just haven't even thoroughly flipped yet. So I'd love to do more from in there if I can. But obviously, I'm going away tomorrow morning, and we're gone for 9 days. So we'll see how much time I have when I get back before Christmas. I'm so excited. That was also another reason I wanted to sneak in this last video, because I figured I would ask you all if you had any advice for being in Disney World. I haven't been in 5 years. The last time we went was August 2013. And now I think I've done pretty considerable research. But of course, there's always people that know more that have gone in person. So I figured I'd kind of run through what our plans were, and you can tell me if I'm making terrible mistakes, or if maybe you have a favorite food recommendation, or like a must-see, must-do, etc., etc. So we're going for 9 days. We have 8 days of official park tickets, and then we also have tickets to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which I'm completely overjoyed about, because, again, obviously, I love Mickey at Christmas time, because this is my favorite movie, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. And I convinced Sam, because I hear they give out all the free cookies that you can eat. Sam loves a good cookie, so I think that's going to be a good time. I'm a little, not nervous, but wary, because I don't know if I have as good a plan for that day as I want. And I obviously want to get the most out of our time, because that was an expensive extra ticket. And while I think it's completely worth it, it will be even more worth it if I get to see everything I want to see. So I'm going to hopefully meet the 7 Dwarfs. That's on my list. I'm not really too into meeting Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. I like Nightmare Before Christmas, but for me, it's a Halloween movie, not a Christmas movie. So if I don't get the chance to see them, I won't be too upset. I can't wait to see the parades. I can't wait to buy all the things, guys. I plan on buying so much when we get there. It's going to be a problem. We're checking 2 bags just so I have space to buy things. Ooh, I realized I missed a line. I am pretty positive we could fit both of our stuff in 1 bag. But if we did that, I would have no space left over for all the souvenirs I'm buying. So my suitcase is basically half empty, and I'm going to fill that sucker up. So yes, I cannot wait. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about shopping. I'm thinking of just like going really hard on the first day and buying as much as I think I want, so that I can kind of relax. But I know that we also like to like run in the shops if we have downtime between rides, like fast passes, or if we are too hot and need a break, or if it's raining and we need a break. So obviously I'll be continuing to buy things throughout the week. So we'll see. I actually pre-gamed a little and went to the Disney store yesterday to purchase some stuff. I really went in to see if they had any cute shirts that I wanted, because I really would like 1 or 2 more Disney Choices shirts, but they did not. I almost bought like a hoodie, but it was a weird material and Sam didn't think it would be useful. But I don't know. I kind of wish I did. But I told him once we're in Disney, he doesn't have veto power. So let's not worry about that. And he never really has veto power, but you know what I mean. I feel like everyone talks to their spouses about their purchasing decisions at least a little bit. So, and I can say that now that he is my husband. So, still excited from that, of course. Yes, so I plan on buying more Spirit jerseys. I plan on buying ornaments. I plan on buying more ears. I have 2 pairs of ears with me. That's a question I have. Has anyone purchased their ears and brought them with them to the parks? Because I have 2 sets of ears for myself already, and I have 1 set of Sam's ears, and then I also have the hat for Sam, so like obviously the Mickey hat, because I got him the groom hat. I have no idea how to bring them down. Right now I just put them in giant Ziploc containers, and they're all in my carry-on, but they take up the whole thing. So I don't know if there's a better way. I figure I'll keep them safe down, and then on the way back, I'll wrap them as nicely as I can in my suitcase. And obviously, though it would be incredibly unfortunate for anything to happen to them, at least it's the way back, and I will have gotten my use out of them. But if you have any better tips for bringing my ears with me, for Sam's ears, they're round, so I have no idea. I think he's going to have to wear them on the plane. So he's not really looking forward to that. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I haven't actually been looking in my viewfinder at all, so But yeah, I plan on buying all the things. And I'm also buying some souvenirs. I'm buying some Christmas presents. I'm just so excited. When I went 5 years ago, Sam wasn't really into it. He didn't really want to go, but it was 100% the best vacation we ever took together. Like, hands down. I planned that also so strictly as well as I could. My method is always to plan in advance as much as you can, and then obviously if things change, things change. But I hate the moment of like, well, what do you want to do? I don't know. Well, what do you want to do? I don't know. Well, what do you want to do? That always takes up so much time. I know that like when we're trying to pick where to eat, we could waste 30 minutes to an hour just going, I don't know, what do you want? And I don't have that time in Disney. You don't pay the big bucks to not know what you're going to do. So I have very, very thoroughly planned out everything, almost to the minute. And then obviously if we get down there and we're like, oh man, let's go over there instead, that's absolutely fine. When we're done going over there, wherever that may be, we can go back to my plan. So I use the Lines app, and it's touringplans.com if you're ever interested. It is a subscription. I think it's like $8 for a year or something like that, and it is the most thorough thing I've found. The My Disney Experience app is getting better than when I was last there, but the Lines app is still amazing. Basically, you get to tell the app all the rides you want to do, and it will optimize it and tell you the wait times and tell you what order you should do it. And you can tell it if you want to walk as little as possible or if you just want to do the least amount of waiting. And it's really awesome because also rides in Disney will break down a lot, and it'll break down for 10 minutes, not forever, but there'll just be issues. I have no idea why. So it'll tell you if a ride is down, closed for a few minutes, closed for the week, whatever. And it also tells you the crowd calendar, the projected crowd calendar, obviously. So if you're picking which park you want to do on which day, it'll tell you what's the best choice for you. It'll tell you the times of all of the shows, things like that. It's pretty amazing. So I used that last time 5 years ago, and I also used that in Disneyland when we went 2 years ago at this point. And I highly, highly recommend it if you're planning a trip to Disney. I feel bad. We definitely didn't do Disneyland the way we should have because I was very foolish with that trip. And I thought that all of the rides that were named the same were the same rides. But apparently they are not. So I definitely missed out on a lot of good stuff inland with my ignorance, I should say. But you live, you learn, and now if we ever go back, I'll know to do better. So, yes. So, yes, we are doing Mickey's Very Merry. We are doing the VR experience in Disney Springs. I have never been to Disney Springs before. So, the VR experience is apparently Star Wars, and you put on, like, the VR headset, virtual reality, in case you don't know what VR is, because I didn't for a while, or didn't realize that's what it stands for. You put the virtual reality headset on, and you put on like this vest, and they give you like this shooty thing. From what I hear, I haven't done it yet, and then they let you go, and you're like on a mission, dressed as stormtroopers, and it's supposedly like incredibly awesome. And Sam is really, really excited for that. They also had a Wreck-It Ralph, which I would have preferred, but marriage, right? You gotta compromise. So maybe if it's so awesome, we'll do the Wreck-It Ralph too. But who knows? What else are we doing? We got reservations to Be Our Guest. Last time we went 5 years ago, Be Our Guest had just opened, and of course there was no reservations available. We actually booked last time our whole trip within 100 days of the trip, so I missed the window. Oh, within 180, excuse me, of the trip, so I missed the window to make the reservations in advance, and I did not this time. So even being ready 180 days in advance, I still almost missed reservations, and we didn't get to go the day that I wanted to. And like, we had to plan our whole trip around that dinner reservation. But I need to. I gotta go. And then the only other dinner reservation I got was to SciFi Theater, I think is the name of it. SciFi Dine-In Theater. And basically it is in Hollywood Studios, and supposedly all of your tables actually look like they're in cars, and they play like movie trailers for old 50s and 60s sci-fi movies, and it feels like you're at the drive-in. So I'm really excited. I've always wanted to go to a drive-in and have not been able to. There's one within driving distance of us, but it's like 2 hours away, so I don't know if it really counts. And the problem is it always does double features, and so it ends at like 2 in the morning, and then of course the 2 hours would make it 4 in the morning before we get home. And I don't drive, so it's not really fair to make Sam do that. And plus, it's always the double feature, and so far we haven't liked both movies at the same time. So one day that's on my wish list, or bucket list, I should say. But for now, I'm really excited about this reservation. I think it will be a lot of fun. And then other than that, dining-wise, we actually got a free dining plan because Disney runs a promo in like November, December to get people to come to the park. This is actually supposed to be one of the least busy times of the year because a lot of people go for Thanksgiving and then a lot of people go for Christmas, but not very many people go in between because who has vacation then? So I'm really excited for that. This was obviously just when we were planning on going anyway, and luckily the free dining happened during this time, and we are going to get to utilize that. So we're staying at a value resort, which I don't know. Let me know what you think about this too, if you have experience. We're staying at Pop Century. Really, we possibly could have gone up to moderate, but I really like the idea of all the theming in the value resorts. I really, really wanted to stay at Art of Animation, which had Little Mermaid rooms. Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney movie, and I just love it. But unfortunately, you couldn't do the free dining promo with them. So we are at Pop Century, and I'm hoping for a 90s room because I love the 90s. So that being said, we have free dining. I'm so excited because last time we were here 5 years ago, we didn't eat in the parks really at all. I think we ate one meal in the park on the very last day because we were like, it's the last day and we haven't eaten anything. So we always either brought snacks in, or what we would do is we would go to the park at like 8 a.m. and then leave at 1, go back to our hotel until 4, and then come back until closing. So we would always eat. We ate a lot of Taco Bell that week, actually, because our hotel was right next to a Taco Bell. But we love Taco Bell, so that's okay. Except, I don't know, not the healthiest, but you know. I was not 30 then. I was just 25, so it was okay. We'll see what happens at 30 now. But, whew. So I'm really excited to eat on property. I think it will make everything so much easier. And also, I'm terrible at budgeting for food, and I'm always wrong by a lot. So I'm hoping that my new food budget is much better because we have to pay for those 2 dinner reservations I told you about. And if we buy a few snacks that are not included. We'll have to pay for that, but hopefully that's it. And we'll get most of our meals for free. So, whew. So if you have any recommendations for quick service or for your favorite snacks, that also is very helpful. I don't know, does Florida also do the churros, or is that just a California thing? Because Sam loves churros. So we're probably going to look out for those. I'm very, very excited to do Epcot and all of their holiday things. Cannot wait for that. I love Epcot. And I just can't wait. There were a few things even in Epcot last time that we didn't do because we misinterpreted them. Like Soarin', we didn't realize was not a thrill ride, and we chickened out last time. Also, I am hoping to drag Sam onto Tower of Terror. He does not want to do it, but I'm going to try so hard because I desperately want to do it once. He thinks that it's going to make him nauseous. It might make me nauseous too, but I think we're just going to do it, get it over with, and be done. I love the Tower of Terror movie. It's a ridiculous movie from like 1994, but I love it so much. So I really, really, really want to do the ride. And obviously Tower of Terror in California is gone, so I'll be so sad if that ever happens over here. But I know they replaced it in California with Guardians of the Galaxy ride, and they're just making a new Guardians of the Galaxy coaster over here, so that's good, I guess. I don't know. Oh, it's hard to get in the crack. Oh, this is awkward. But yeah, I'm almost done with my lines. So there we go. So yes, basically back to coloring. I am going to bring this book with me, just bring these pens and try to do the outlines of all of the Christmas ones as I need to. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I hope I stop my timer. Otherwise, I'm going to get cut off real soon. But if you have any tips for me for Disney, let me know down below. Any tips at all, greatly appreciated. I'll be back after vacation, of course. When I get back on the 16th, hopefully I'll be able to film something pretty quickly after that. Also, let me know, do you want to see a haul of all the stuff I get? Do you not care at all? Do you want to see my progress in this book? What do you want to see from me? I'm going to start working on my goals for next year, and I'm probably going to do a video on that. Obviously, my coloring, YouTube, maybe even reading, and other hobby-related goals. So if you have any interest in that, check back. If you're not subscribed, stay. Come on. I'm fun, right? Maybe. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a good 23 minutes. I think this is pretty good. I'll see you all next week, and bye for now.